And a whole lot to dive into when it comes to these talks. For more on that, we are going to bring in former CIA Chief of Station Dan Hoffman. Dan, as always, great to see you and good morning to you.
Morning.
Good morning.
So I want to bring up what Iran's parliamentary speaker has said and warned to the U.S. He put up a post on X which says, quote, "We do not accept negotiations under the shadow of threat. And over the past 2 weeks, we have prepared to reveal new cards on the battlefield." Dan, that sounds a little ominous. Do you attribute that to be typical Iranian bluster, or do you think there's a chance perhaps some adversarial country like Russia or China slipped Iran some new weaponry during the ceasefire?
Look, I think it is overt posturing there by the Speaker of Parliament. He may be trying to deliver a message to his own people. There's been infighting within Iran between the Speaker, who has been interested in negotiating with the Trump administration, reportedly, and General Vahidi of the IRGC, who has been strongly against it. And so if the parliamentary speaker comes out with these strong words, perhaps he thinks that will give him some room to negotiate. That's certainly one possibility. I can tell you that the U.S. intelligence community is on high alert, tracking the extent to which Russia and China might be providing Iran with military equipment. China reportedly provided man-pads and dual-use equipment for use in Iranian drones and ballistic missiles. So that's something that we have to be keenly aware of, tracking, and then seeking to stop with that blockade that we've imposed.
Okay, so speaking of that, Nikki Haley posted this on X yesterday. The ship in the U.S. seas in the Strait of Hormuz over the weekend was headed from China to Iran and is linked to chemical shipments for missiles. Another reminder that China is helping prop up Iran's regime, a reality that can't be ignored. And of course, the Strait of Hormuz right now remains closed. The president's trying to get these talks going. And at the same time, he's preparing for a big trip to China as well.
Yeah, there's a lot on the table there. If the president does indeed travel to China next month, we've got trade issues, China's fentanyl production that they've been shipping through Mexico to our country, their theft of intellectual property, militarizing the South China Sea, all of those issues, and then this one as well, where Iran, closely aligned with Russia and Iran, North Korea, this century's axis of dictatorships with interests that are obviously antithetical to ours, and making whatever goals we have in the region that much more difficult for us to achieve.
I want to get your thoughts on what Democratic Senator Chris Murphy tweeted late last night. He has been a very vocal critic of this war. He reposted an article that appears to be Iranian propaganda, which essentially says that more than 24 Iranian ships in their shadow fleet were able to get past the U.S. blockade. Senator Murphy responded to that by saying, quote, "Awesome." Republican critics are now pouncing on that, saying he is openly cheering for the Iranian regime to defeat the U.S. naval blockade. Can you give us your thoughts on that?
I just don't think that's particularly productive. Look, the Congress is going to have an opportunity to voice their opposition or support for the war. We're in day 53, and the War Powers Resolution will have that discussion at day 60 and votes. So I think, look, we're in the war. I think we should be rooting for the home team and trying to be productive about and also consistent with what the facts show about the state of play right now. And political posturing probably at this point not super helpful, but the debate will be of value. American citizens deserve that, and the Trump administration should take it on and continue to explain why it's important that we deal with this Iranian regime, their nuclear program, ballistic missile program, and support to proxy terrorists, and then deliver a plan for opening the Strait of Hormuz.
Dan, thank you so much. As you say, we should be rooting for the home team.
Yep. Thank you, Dan.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.